Wait, sorry, team. Oh. So what happens when you set up real late? I get a little bit late. All right, guys. Hey, for those that are on, welcome to the Breakfast Banter. On Mondays, there'll be some slight changes. Wait for a few people to jump on for this, for the announcements. But for those that have been following us for a wee bit, you'll notice that Auntie Mo's not here. She's at Mahi today. So on Mondays, it'll just be me and Canyon. However, Canyon's downstairs training with Samantha. So it's just me this morning. We've already had a wicked morning in the house, and we'll kind of cover that off a little bit. But it'll be just some slight changes for the banter. So on Mondays, it'll just be with me. Tuesdays will be with Auntie Mo. Wednesdays with Auntie Mo and me. Thursdays will be off. We have a bit of a break. And then Friday, cover off the weekend. So that'll be how the new sort of forecast will roll over the next few, or probably to the end of the year. And then we'll probably have a bit of a break and then relaunch it for next year. So want to cover off a few things today. Thank you so much to everyone that came up and supported and helped out at Central Fitness Whangarei, where we had the Central Fours competition. Well done to the three teams down there. The old buggers, Masters, we got third, RX got second, and the Intermediates were very respectable eighth overall in a very competitive field. Great workouts, great time, great environment. Far too many beers on Saturday night. A little bit dusty yesterday, but it was an incredible experience. I'll kind of cover off a few things about that throughout the banter session. And I'd also like to say a very, very special thank you to Scott Webb and his wife Chuck and the team that came in and helped. And Marcus, channel's partner, Marcus, helping with the rig yesterday downstairs. We've moved it. If you haven't been in yet already, you'll come in, you'll notice that the rig has changed in its location. We now have the ability to have 8 bays squatting, a lot more people on the rig doing pull-ups and whatnot, and et cetera, et cetera. So that's really exciting for us. So we did that yesterday. It took us quite a while, a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. But that's all been done, which is amazing. And now we're going to launch into this week. And this week is a massive week for us because we have the battle-tested comp this Saturday. All right, so registration's closed pretty much now. We don't envisage too many happening, so we're just getting all the heat sheets sorted now. The email is being drafted right after this to go out to all the athletes with everything that needs to be known for them for the day. I have a ton of work to do. Autumn has a laundry list of shit for me to get through. But the really cool thing is Dose & Co have just sent all the prize packs from their side of the house. Looks phenomenal. Killcliff have obviously sent their stuff. Fix have sent their stuff. We've got Bayes Chiropractic sending their stuff today. So our prize packs are all underway. And I can't thank our sponsors enough, Dose & Co and Killcliff and Bayes Chiro and everyone else who have been helping out behind the scenes. It's been a phenomenal effort. Thank you to Fee and Autumn and Mo, Paz and Ben, Carly and Canyon for all their exemplary work that they've been done. We had a judges meeting yesterday. So the standards are all been set. They're going to be working really hard behind the scenes to make sure that the athletes have a great experience and a fair experience right across the board. And also they were given the release of the order in which the workouts are. You noticed that last week I said that the order is not the order that was released for the WODs. So it went WOD 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but I've actually flipped the order. One person has got it 80% right. All right, so they got 3 out of the 5 right. And 2 that they got wrong is in the wrong order. So if they just switched them, they would have got it right, 100%. I'm not going to tell you who that person is. It is an athlete that did it, and they just kind of talked to me a little bit to the side, and I was like, oh, shit, they're on. And so, yeah, kind of exciting. Some of you guys got some really weird ideas of how they would run the orders. Thank God you're not programming it because it would probably kill some people. But other than that, so the order's all set, heat sheet's all done, everything's all set in play. I kind of wanted to just really touch base on why we wanted to do a comp. Probably in a little bit more detail than what I have in the past. I've always wanted to run a competition. I've been to quite a few of them, and I love seeing what other people do. And I take bits of here and bits of here, and I kind of want to formulate my own one. So we saw an opportunity with COVID after COVID 2 happened, and Tuta Tango got pushed out. I think Taurus Trios got pushed out. A few other comps, I think Nationals got pushed out again, and everything kind of like lost it. And people who've been training all year, all of a sudden didn't have anything to compete in or to test what they've done. So what we wanted to do was we wanted to create an experience where, hey, why don't we put one on for our guys in the gym? And we kind of were just going to just do like a little in-house comp. And then we thought, hey, why don't we open it up to any other gym who wants to come in and have a play? And then we thought, why don't we create an experience where if you thought that you're a scaled athlete, we want to try intermediates, but you felt like the national stage was a little bit too much, here's an opportunity to come try it. We didn't want it to be super gnarly and think, hey, we want to test all forms of fitness. You know, that's kind of like the nationals. Nationals do that. You know, some other sort of little comps will do that. I wanted it to be really centric around like hard work, and I wanted to have it be themed, and themed around like it's battle tested. Well, if we go to battle, we're going to war. When we're in war, we've got to have a weapon. The weapon of choice for the comp is the good old barbell, right? So I thought, well, why don't we do one where it's all barbells? And so that's why every WOD that you are going to be doing in the weekend has a barbell in it. So some people have asked, well, why is there so much barbell? Because that's what I wanted. I wanted to keep it super simple. I didn't want to make it hyper complicated in terms of one person does this and then that creates this and this. It just becomes too much and too confusing. I want to keep it really simple and an enjoyable experience. And we also wanted to showcase off our gym. We love what we do here. We love our facility. Every one of our members loves it. So we wanted to share that with as many people as possible. Is there drug testing? Zapaz asked, is there drug testing? No, we're not that big yet, but we could do it in the future. So the idea is that once we do battle tests, we've got the battle tested comp, and how that works will lead into next year for us. And we have some really broad and great ideas that we want to do with the competition, but we want to keep this one real super simple and super easy. So to kind of encapsulate all that, we thought that this is also a great way to showcase some of our members who own some businesses, showcase some of their product. Fix, which is Joe McPhee from IA, the guys up in IA, he has this little kind of like a cream of some description, roll-on that he uses for hands. It's great for hand repair, and you guys are going to need that desperately. So he's donated a ton of that sort of stuff for you guys for registration packs. So we wanted to kind of showcase that because he's a young guy coming up through the business with a young business and gets his product out there. Flowing on from that, right after that, so we've got the competition on Saturday. Monday for the rest of 808, we start testing 1 RM or 3 RM. And it's your choice in which level that you want to do, whether you do 1 or 3. Because COVID kind of screwed us with our timetable for the year, what we'll decide to do with the testing is you get to choose which side of the fence you want to sit on, 1 or 3, and then you just follow that all the way through. And we're going to do it over 2 weeks, and we're going to really flesh out the testing so there's heaps of rest and recovery in between, so you get the best opportunity to create some gains leading into the end of the year, so that next year, hopefully with no COVID and at least a good semblance of normalcy for the year, we are able to then continue on with the great work and the hard work that everyone has done this year. So, and that'll lead us into our 3rd year, funnily enough, in the new facility. So awesome experience. That's kind of like the real last big hoorah for us in the house. And then we've got nationals, which is 4th, 5th of December. And the guys are going to be really launching into that. The weekend before will be the training camp that we'll have in the house. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to open that up to anyone who wants to come in and have a jam. You know, if you're from outside the gym, but you want to like get tested a little bit, this is an opportunity for that to happen. And then after that, we got Bethel's on the 12th. I've done a couple of recce's out there already. I'm going to do a couple more before it starts. I've got a really cool idea, but it's just the timing's going to be a bit of a challenge. And then we've got the Christmas workout, which is on the 19th. All right, and then the Christmas party. And that leads us to the end of the year, team. So we have a huge amount of work still to get through to the end of the year. Yeah, Bethel's is definitely going down, Mr. Hoyle, on the 12th of December. So make sure you check that out. I will be putting more stuff up for everyone around Bethel's. but not for a while, just because we've got so much going on at the moment. I don't want to kind of confuse everyone, but this is kind of like not the official announcement, but some form of announcement. But just a real quick one on the CrossFit, Central Fitness Funga Days comp in the weekend. What an amazing thing those guys have done up north. Hopefully some of you guys are on here at the moment. What you guys did up there was an incredible competition for a local gym. You had an amazing vibe, great atmosphere, and something that we guys aspire to. So thank you so much for putting that on. One of the cool things I saw in the weekend up there was a lot of our members getting PBs. So I saw Channel smack out a PB. I saw Rochelle hit a PB, I think, from memory. Chantal hit a PB on a snatch. I think she got a 70-kilo snatch, power snatch that sucker. And then I think there's some equal PBs as well. So that was really awesome. And I saw some people go through some pretty dark places for their team, and that was kind of what it was all about. So that was a huge wrap for our guys, huge wrap for the overall competition, because I saw other teams do exactly the same. And that's kind of like the really cool thing about it. If you take the national wording out of something and you just have like Central Force comp, it takes a lot of the pressure off people, because it's not like they're not trying to overdo it, and they go and have some fun. And we had a lot of fun. I think I started singing Bar Bar Black Sheep to Fee at one point to take her mind off something mid-wad. And those are the kind of cool memories I'm going to take away from that, because that was like real funny, and it's just really stupid and random, and dancing in the middle of the floor and those types of things. And that was a kind of, we've been building up and trying to be really competitive, and we all are. I got to really experience just enjoying having fun out on the competition floor. I always have fun, but this was like next level fun. And I was with some really cool people. I saw Kevin Parslow go deep. I mean, he hurt his back and he did it for the team. And that was like, that's some warrior shit, man. I've seen some, hardcore army guys wouldn't do half the stuff that he had to do in the weekend. So Parslow, mate, fucking champion in my eyes. I always hold you in high regard. You just went another level up, bro. So thank you so much for doing what you did. And Chantal and Fee I haven't trained with Fee in a competition in, 2.5 years. That's my first one with Chantal, and it was a great experience. Those girls are amazing people. And thank you so much for doing what you did. It was awesome. But other than that, guys, that's really about it for the banter session today. You have no idea how much shit I've got to do today. So it's huge. But thank you so much for listening to me for the last 12 and a half, maybe 13 minutes. I will post a few more things up over the next few days with the battle tested. If you want to help out and do all that sort of stuff, let us know, and we can get you involved. Just message Autumn, and then she will kind of guide you through it. And then, so I'm just going to get up the motivation quote for today, and then I'll leave you to it, guys. All right, here we go. Motivation quote for today. Here we go. Never apologize for having high standards. People who want to be in your life will rise up to meet them. There you go, team. Don't lower yourself for anyone. Keep rising your standards, and you'll be better for it. Have a great day, team. Au revoir, farewell, auf Wiedersehen. We'll catch you tomorrow.